Well, Grandpa and I are back after him this evening. It's much warmer and got the sun out, so hopefully that means the deer want to come out and do a little sunbathing in front of the shanty tonight.
And they'll get some lead poisoning.
Yeah. Grandpa is starting to get an itchy trigger finger, he said, so.
A good rifle is like a good woman. You want to hold them and squeeze them.
Yeah. Where? Squeeze him where?
By the trigger. That's enough of that. Back to the deer business.
Yeah. Well, I know the harder you squeeze, you're due for a bang, you know? The bullet will eventually go off if you keep squeezing.
What a beautiful night.
Yeah, it is.
I seen winners you wouldn't have got down there with a bulldozer.
No. In fact, last hunting season, this first...
horrible.
Oh, yeah, we had a ton of snow the first week.
Oh, years ago, that's the reason I got that buck. I was hunting Ripley because there's so much snow up here.
Yeah.
Hunt.
I couldn't believe that no deer came out right in front of us last night. That was odd.
That's the first time.
Yeah. Maybe tonight they're going to be coming out of there like crazy. Well, Grandpa and I were able to get up in the shanty with a few deer out in the field, so that's a good start. It's a beautiful night. We
No wind for a change.
Yeah, we saw a pile of deer here last night, just no bucks whatsoever. It was really kind of crazy that no bucks came out with all those does, but tonight we'll keep our eyes peeled and hopefully
see what happens.
Hopefully one comes out and we can get a shot at him. It's a good start. We just got here and it's only a little after 3 and there's already a few out, so that might mean that they might be coming out to feed tonight. Have anything you want to add to it, Grandpa?
No, the weather ain't supposed to stay decent, but these little guys, you never know what they're gonna do.
Yep.
The more you monkey with them, it seems like, well, you figured out that big one finally after being one place and another different times. Finally, everything come together.
Yeah, that was after a headache of a bunch of hunting him.
Well, to be so close and knowing it.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah, he always seemed to be one step ahead of me till that day.
And he wanted to be that day the way he was sneaking around.
Yeah, he was. He was a cautious old deer.
With big ears. Whoop, where the hell did it go? Oh, there it is. What the hell's it doing? Picking its head up and down?
No, just a little fawn.
See how your imagination takes over?
Yeah, that sun glaring on it made it look kind of interesting. But it's a good sign. We got 3 of them out. I mean, really early, so.
Yeah, nothing showed the 4. Now it's 29 after and we've got 3 of them.
Yeah, if we could get, I mean, with all these does, that really only takes one of them smelling right for every buck in this woods to be out here with her. It's a doe. A doe that's all by herself right now. I bet you there'll probably be more coming out.
Mm-hmm. Them little guys are funny. I don't know where the hell they went.
Yeah.
They'll be back.
Yeah, there's 3. Well, looks like another one's coming out of the woods right now. Yeah, looks like a doe too. There's 4 of them out over there.
They doing coming out of that brush up there?
Yeah, a little bit to the left of the brush. Those does are just starting to bed down right in the field. Your stomach sounds hungry, Grandpa. It's making an awful lot of noise. The one's looking back into the brush a little bit. There he is, Grandpa. He just came out. Big buck.
No shit.
Yep. That's the one you want. I don't know which would be easier for you, Grandpa, to shoot out of this window or this window.
Felt like a hit. Where are we looking?
He's right out in the corner.
Right over there.
Yep. I'll get my gun set up for you, Grandpa. So it's the right.
Oh, there they are.
Let me get a for sure range on that. You want to shoot sitting down, Grandpa?
Where is he? Right over there?
Yeah, he's right in that corner.
That's about 500 miles.
Yeah, I think it's, I'll get a good range on it. And then I'll set my rifle up for you.
Quite a piece.
Okay. Want to see if you can find them in there, Grandpa? Right now he's standing with a whole bunch of doe. He's right behind a whole bunch of doe. Can you see him?
Can you see him?
Yeah. He's walking right out into the field. He just bumped a doe up that was bedded down. Here, let me make sure you're lined up right. You're looking, yep, you gotta go right there.
Oops, I see him.
Okay.
This
Take-
is loaded.
Yep, take your time, Grandpa. He's facing right toward us. Let him turn sideways. I think you shot over, Grandpa. Here, rack another one in. I think you shot right over him. Hold a little bit lower. He's still there. He's standing there facing us now.
Here you go.
There you go. Hold a little bit lower, Grandpa. Hit him that time, I think. No, maybe you didn't. Okay. He ran a little bit to the right.
Where the fuck you go again? Oh.
Now his ass is facing us, Grandpa. Do you see him? I don't know what's happening here.
He was right on it that time. Oh, there it was. You can't.
Well, I cut that deer's track right there in the brush where he ran in, and you could see there's a pretty decent amount of blood in the track. And he ran onto the neighbor, so we backed out, and I'm getting a hold of the neighbor. And in the morning, we'll go in there and see if we can find him laying there dead. And I just watched the video, and the video, it's kind of tough. So this deer had some type of injury previous to this. You know, it's been limping really bad on its front, looks like front left leg. It wasn't really putting much weight on it. Even the night it came out when it was just me up there, you could tell that there was some type of injury. I don't know if it got shot with a bow or something in the shoulder, but it definitely has some type of existing injury. The first shot, I believe the round went right over it. And then the second shot, actually, I thought initially hit the deer. And watching the video, it's hard to tell. I can't really for sure tell if the round hit it. And then it was a third shot, definitely hit forward. The round, you can see like the poof of hair come off. It kind of looks like he just grazed the front of the shoulder, and then the deer took off into the woods there. But it was too bad. You know, it's kind of a long shot, but it's a shot that Grandpa has made numerous times in the past. So who knows? Maybe the deer's laying dead in there tomorrow. We'll find out. We'll go in there and see what we can find. So too bad so far, but the story continues. Well, it's the next morning after Grandpa shot that buck, and we contacted the who's in charge of this property in here, and they said, see if you can find him. So we're gonna go right in here, and the last blood was right over here. So we're gonna get on that and just slowly track it, and hopefully we can come up with it. Well, I wanted to wrap this video up. So unfortunately this morning we didn't have any luck. Really, there just wasn't hardly any blood. So there was decent amount of snow where there was pretty good canopy, like brush and stuff right there off the edge of the field, and we could track him through there. But as soon as he got into like the kind of the open woods area, all the snow had melted, and there were so many deer tracks and mud flung everywhere that you couldn't keep with it. So what we did is we just grid searched that area. And really, after watching that video really close, I don't think that the shots were lethal. I still am not sure where the round even hit the deer. Obviously it hit the deer because it was bleeding, but it was really hard to tell in that video, even when I slowed it way down, just trying to see the actual impact of the round. The deer reacted to it as if he got hit, but it's just tough. And you know, that leg was already injured before, you know, Grandpa even shot at him the first time, so that was an existing injury. So you got to kind of take that out of the equation. The shot that I didn't get on film was the last one, and I saw that one. You know, that one looked like it hit the front of him, like right by the brisket, and that just took off hair, and I know that wasn't a mortal wound. So really the only shot that I thought had a possibility of being a mortal killing shot was the second shot, and I just can't really tell. From what I could see, I don't think that deer's dead. I don't think he's hurt bad. I think that, you know, we've got a bunch of cameras up there along the edge of the field and in the woods over on the other side. We're, you know, if he's still alive, we'll pick him up here in a few days and I'll let you guys know. But I want to thank the person that's in charge of that property right there for letting us go in there this morning and taking a look. Unfortunately, we didn't come up with it, but, you know, we've got to exhaust all our options and do everything we can to try to recover the deer, which we did, and unfortunately we didn't. Grandpa's super bummed out about it. In fact, that's the first deer I've ever seen him miss with me. You know, he's been an absolute deadeye, and he shoots deer at that distance all the time, so it's nothing to do with that. And when I got to look at that shot, one thing that could have been affecting the rounds, we're shooting out of the corner back window of the shanty, and there's a cherry tree that has a bunch of limbs that come down and a whole bunch of little twigs that if you're looking through a scope, you don't see them because they're really small twigs. But it would be enough that if your round hit that immediately coming out of your rifle, that it would affect the trajectory of that round, you know, out into the field. And, you know, when I went back and looked at it, it's like, well, holy crap, you know, those limbs where that deer was standing would have been in the line of sight, but you know, obviously you don't know if the rounds were hitting them or not, but I would have to guess that they were because Grandpa had a great rest. He was right on him, could see him just fine. So something was going on. Shot the rifle's right on the money. So unfortunate, but Grandpa's getting back after him tomorrow, and we'll see you then. Thanks for watching, everybody. And that's one thing, you know, probably get some negative comments with this video, but that's the reality of hunting. You know, you don't see this on other YouTube channels, and it's not because it doesn't happen. It's they don't show you. I take pride in giving you hunting as it comes and how it is. You know, I don't sugarcoat anything. When I make a mistake or we make a mistake, you see it. You know, so that kind of sets us apart from other channels. And you know, we're human. We make bad shots on accident. Of course, we don't ever mean to do that, but it happens. You know, it's unfortunate, but that's hunting, and you know, if you do it long enough, you're gonna have some unfortunate scenarios occur. So we'll be back after him. We're gonna put it behind us and try to get another shot at him. Thanks for watching, everybody.